Hi, I am here with...
Connor Maddox.
And where are you from, Connor?
San Diego.
So, who are you going to go talk to today?
Today we're going to talk to our state senator, Christine Keogh, and our assemblyperson, Lori Saldana.
What do you expect to come out of your discussion with them?
Well, I know that they're both very supportive of our community already, so we want to thank them for all their previous support and bring attention to them of the things that are up and coming that need attention now, such as the implementation of the workforce discrimination that's happening even though we have laws against it, the minor rights healthcare bill to allow minors to go and get help without their parental approval, and then we're going to talk to them about healthcare, and hopefully they'll be very supportive and see what they can do to move these things along. And data collection is our last issue, so that we're counted among the people of California, so that they know that we actually exist. They can see the numbers that we have, so we can get more services.
Okay, well, let me know how the meeting comes, or the meeting goes when you come out of the meeting.
Absolutely. We're very excited about this. It's a very historic day for our community. So.
Super. Talk to you later, Connor.
Thanks, Alex.
Hi, my name is Logan DeLay. I live in Alameda, California.
And who did you meet today as part of California Advocacy Day?
I met with my assembly members, a staffer for my assembly member, Sandeen Swanson. His staffer's name was Shannon McKinley, and we talked with her about some of the issues that we're interested in having legislative support around, including employment issues, health care, mental health access for youth, and data reporting. I was particularly talking about AB 1878, which is the Data Act, which would allow Californians to voluntarily contribute information about their gender identity, their sexual orientation, and domestic partnership status, so the state can begin to get some idea of who our community is, how many of us are out there, and what kinds of services we need.
How do you think the meeting went?
I thought it went very well. We've had past experience with Assembly Member Swanson's office being supportive of things like the Day of Remembrance in Alameda, and Shannon indicated that they're willing to continue to support our community and work with us on the issues that are of concern to us. Granted, they've got a lot of issues in the state dealing with the budget, and things are tough in terms of how do we allocate resources given the shortfalls, but I think within that framework they are going to try to keep supporting services and legislation that we need for our community.
Muy buenos días, tardes, no sé qué hora es cuando estoy viendo este video, pero mi nombre es Cristina Quiñones y vivo en Los Ángeles, California. Estamos aquí en un día tan histórico y maravilloso de parte de TLC, que es el Centro Legal de la Comunidad Transgénero aquí en Sacramento. Ellos no son de Sacramento, son de San Francisco, pero estamos aquí en la capital para abogar para los derechos médicos, los derechos de aseguranza y de trabajo para la comunidad transgénero. Así es que estamos en un día muy histórico y maravilloso, ¿verdad?, de hacer estos movimientos. Ahora tuve la gran oportunidad de juntarme con un legislador, o siquiera con uno de sus representantes, Derek, no me acuerdo el distrito, pero es del área de Orange County. No fue una experiencia tan productiva porque no en realidad nos dieron el tiempo ni el lugar donde juntarnos para poder platicar y expresarles a ellos nuestras necesidades. Tuvieron tantas interrupciones. Alguien entró a la oficina mientras estábamos platicando y casi me aplasta mi manita, así es que eran muchas distracciones. Ya la segunda fue una conferencia más provechosa. Nos juntamos con Reginald Fair, y él es del distrito 26, que es el área en el que vivo yo y muchas de mis amistades, y eso fue hermoso. Tuvimos 30 minutos, me dio mucha armonía porque hasta tuvimos la oportunidad de discutir un poquito del área de South Central y los cambios que ha hecho, y qué bueno que mi lectura está bien porque acababa de leer un libro yo sobre los cambios de South Central, era una cosa muy moviente y pues maravillosa porque me sentí escuchada y sentí que el grupo con el que andábamos fuimos escuchados y sí tenemos el apoyo de Price Curran, que es el legislador del distrito 26, y otra vez su representante Reginald Fair fue muy bien. Otra vez muchísimas gracias a todos los TLC, a Equality California y a todas las comunidades transgénero que han hecho estos movimientos más productivos para nosotros para tener un futuro mejor. Gracias.
Hi, who am I speaking to here?
I'm Mila Pavlin from the Transgender Law Center. I'm here at the Transgender Lobby Day, where we've just finished meeting with 3 of our assembly members.
Okay, who'd you meet with?
We met with Tom Turlickson, Roger Nilo, and Dave Cox, although we were not able to get into Dave Cox's office. We actually had a 4th one, which I'm missing the name of the appointee. But we met with a bunch of staffers. We actually got to meet with Roger Nilo in person.
Oh, way cool.
Although,
So what was the experience like? Positive, negative?
we're definitely on different sides of the issues with that one. We very much said our piece clearly, concisely, and the response that we got back was basically polite, but that the bills that we were putting forth were not within line with his own values. So we had a totally different experience when we went to Tom Turlickson's office. We met with a staffer, and we got a really positive reception. It actually turned out that one of our people knew someone in their office that actually got to school with them, so that was really nice.
Way cool.
So it was a very positive, great conversation, and I think that we have a lot of support there. So overall, I'm going to give, we had 2 positive, 1 kind of negative situation, but overall A+ for today.
Hi there, my name is Lee Staub, and I live in Oakland, and I met with one of the staffers for Assembly Member Swanson, and it was a great visit. Their office has been really supportive in the past of some of the transgender events that we've put on locally in Alameda County, so they were aware of a lot of the issues, and when we brought up some of the specific key points, they were on board and very supportive. So it was a very positive experience, and it was great to be part of the day today.
I'm Charlie O'Hara. I am from UC Santa Barbara. This is my first time lobbying, and it's pretty exciting. So far, I've met with Jillian Effer, who represents Pedro Nava, and they're Democratic, and it was an amazing experience talking to someone about these issues. He was a total ally of the community, and we met with them for about 45 minutes. The other person we met with was Kirk Hudson, who represents Tony Strickland as a staffer, and it was the exact opposite. It was an 8-minute conversation. Didn't really seem interested at all, but it was just interesting for me to see the dichotomy, being my first time, and seeing how this process goes.
My name is Dusty LeMay, and I'm a law student from the University of Davis, or California at Davis. Today I spoke to staffers from Yamada and Lewis Walk's offices, and they both seemed generally supported, and one of them already seemed really educated, which felt really nice. I think that it definitely was more involved in policy advocacy than I've been for a long time, and it felt like I was doing something for trans people in a bigger way, when most of my work is personal, so that felt really nice.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Allison Mariano, and today I met with Senator Leland Yee and the staff of Assemblymember Mary Hayashi.
Where are you from?
Oh, sorry. I am from San Francisco.
Okay.
So today we met with Senator Leland Yee, and we also met with the staff of Assemblymember Mary Hayashi. We also did a drive-by, if you'd say that, with Assemblymember Jerry Hill, but unfortunately he was inundated and we couldn't really get a good meeting, but we did get some great contact information, and we hope to have and schedule a meeting with him or his staff very soon.
Oh, so in the local, how was your experiences at the thing? Were they positive, negative?
Well, I believe that the 2 meetings that we were able to take today were really positive. I think that the staff of Assembly Member Hayashi's office were very supportive of the issues that we have in front of us. I think that we can count on Mary Hayashi's support in a lot of the issues that we really are facing and that we're advocating for. as far as Senator Leland Yee is concerned, we actually did meet directly with the senator. It's not my first meeting with him, so I've known him from before, and he's always been rather supportive of our issues and our community. And I think that we really got him on board to understand more about the issues that are affecting us. We got him to understand better about things like the Minor Mental Health Act and data inclusion. And I think that we can count on his support as well.
Hi, I'm Maureen Nelson from Pleasant Hill, and I'm a transgender ally. I'm the manager of the One Stop Career Center in Oakland, and so I'm particularly concerned about transgender issues in the employment arena. I had 3 great meetings with lawmakers today. They were very supportive of ensuring that there's no more employment discrimination for transgender people. I was able to tell stories of friends of mine who had experienced discrimination, and it was just a good day speaking with the lawmakers.
So which legislators did you meet with, or staffers?
I met with Nancy Skinner and Mark Bissonier, and we met with the staffer of Bonnie Hancock.
So I'm Jameson Green. I'm here for Transgender Lobby Days at the California State Capitol in Sacramento. What an amazing day, and I've done lobbying work a number of years, and mostly at the national level. But I've also been to some state houses in other states as well, helping advocates in Louisiana, for example. But this is the first time we've ever done it in California, and as a native Californian and as a resident of California, I'm really excited to be here. And I had a great team working with me. We had 7 of us going to different legislators' offices. We had 2 Democrats and 1 member of the Republican leadership, and we talked to staffers in all 3 of them. The great news was that all three offices, the staffers were really blown away by our stories of healthcare discrimination and disparities. And that helps to leave a door open for education, more education, and for helping to do the implementation of healthcare reform as it rolls out in California. And hopefully we can use these kinds of models in other states as well. So it's been a great day.
Hi, my name is Carol Dolly, and I'm from Oakland.
You have to speak up here.
I'm Carol Dolly, and my name is Carol Dolly, and I'm from Oakland, California, and I'm a member of Transgender San Francisco here in Sacramento for my very first lobby visit. And we were here meeting with Assemblyperson Swanson. And we didn't actually get to meet him, but we met with his staffer and we got to speak our concerns. And I believe that we were fairly well received, and we've been receiving support from our representative, and I believe we'll continue to do so. And I'm encouraged to continue to fight for transgender rights in the state of California.
Hello, my name is Ty Polkamp. I live in Carmichael in Sacramento. Today we were participating in the first Transgender Lobby Day here at the Capitol. I met with Richard Zeiger, who is the Chief of Staff for Tom Torkelson, and he was wonderfully friendly and listened to all the information that we had to provide him. He said that Tom Torkelson is supportive of the issues that we explained, the healthcare rights for young transgender people, and for the inclusion of access for information to be recorded by the state, which he found particularly interesting, and he recognized that as a movement within our community to seek to be counted, as opposed to years in the past where we've sort of avoided that opportunity, and so now we find ourselves now with the opportunity to advocate for being counted, and he in particular found that interesting and hopeful. We also met with Roger Nilo himself. He sat down with us. He is a Republican, and his values do not necessarily match the concepts that we were conveying in the meeting. However, he was incredibly friendly and cordial, and listened to each of us. I am a constituent of his district, and I find that because he's familiar with the company that I work for and the programs that I am a part of, that he was able to speak to me and listen to me respectfully, regardless of the fact that we were presenting issues to him that he does not support. He let us know that 1878, the access inclusion, he voted against that. He does not believe that we should be including access of information for anyone, that we shouldn't be separating our issues off. And that was a very interesting meeting. But, okay, I think that's all I remember. Actually, okay, in the office of, when we met with Richard Zeiger, one of the staff in that office came in and introduced themselves, and we actually went to high school together, and we had the opportunity to connect with Richard representing Tom Torkelson, and he invited me back to share with him the impact of being trans when growing up in a rural community. So I definitely got a personal connection there this afternoon. This was my first lobbying opportunity. I've never come to the Capitol in this context, and I'm privileged to have worked with such amazing leaders this weekend to get to the point where I felt ready to speak to these people here today.
Yan e President Michelle Enzo Yedesha, hello everybody, my name is Michelle Enzo. I am Native American, and I just realized today, that I am the only Native American transgender here in the whole summit.
Wow.
Which is incredible. I am having a really emotional, incredible experience. From the time that I got to the summit in Davis, it's been a huge emotional trip, one of knowledge as well. Going to the different workshops, being amongst other transgendered individuals who come from all over the state and even countries to attend this summit and to be in their presence. People who have gone before me and are still going, opening up doors and allowing me, who have just started to do this long journey that I'm on. It is really great, and I admire and I look up to, and hopefully I hope to become like these people. Today I'm here at the state capitol in Sacramento. I've been traveling for crazy, but, well actually I got lost twice.
That's usually me doing it, yeah.
And it wasn't me, I was always with somebody else. Anyway, so we made it here to the state capitol. We got here, Senator Martino his name was throughout because he authored some bills. Also Ted Lieu, who also authored some bills, and the morning when turned out great. So me and my group, we went and we talked with Siran Fu, who actually was the staffer for Ellen Corbett, who is the 10th district here. We also talked with Sam Blakesley, who staffer is Sally Kay. And the last person we talked to was Ruskin. And basically we talked about 4 different issues. 2 of them were the Data Inclusion Act. One of them was the help for minority help.
Mental health. Right.
Mental health, sorry. And also I'm a big advocate for employment for transgenders. Actually that refers to employment centers, programs, because 67% of transgenders, regardless that we do have a law in legislation that for the bans discrimination for transgender employment, 67% of California transgenders still report that they are being discriminated against as far as sexual concerned. And the last issue that we talked about was healthcare, which healthcare is, they are all related, and we know that as transgender individuals. So this is something awesome, this is something great, this is something that is very empowering for me. First, as a Native American, secondly, as being a transgender woman, and thirdly, as being a human being. We should have inalienable rights, and we should be able to walk, to do whatever it is that we want to do positive. And I had made mention of the people who are here, who I admire before me, and we are making that possible, and you too can make it possible as well. All you do is go out and volunteer, go to places such as the summit, and say your word. This is what advocacy is to use your right, your voice, to say this is what I believe
Doug Hoyman, and I am from Atascadero, California, which is in San Luis Obispo County. And we met with 3 different folks. There were 7 of us in our group. We met with Ellen Corbett. She's a senator and quite supportive. We met with her staff, actually. And then we met with Sam Blakesley. He's from my area down in San Luis Obispo, and he's a representative, Republican representative. The staff member seemed pretty amenable, but I don't, saw like her boss is not interested in much of our issues. And then we met with Ira Ruskin, and his staff was probably the most receptive and very interesting and interested in what we had to say. And then we accidentally met Mr. Ruskin on our way out. He asked us some real pertinent questions, so I felt very positive about that. So it was a great day, and glad. I hope we do it again next year.
Hi, my name is Pashi Michelson. I reside in Woodland, California, but I do a lot of my work in Sacramento. And I'm here for the very first Transgender Advocacy Day, and delighted to be here as an ally and also partner and mother of gender nonconforming individuals. This is not my first time doing advocacy work. I've been to many lobby days, advocacy days, but had a fabulous time. We had a wonderful visit at Assembly Member, and I want to make sure I say this right, Pedro Nava's office. Jelena was just amazing, and
now Jelena is the staffer?
Was the staffer, and so she was wonderful, and I was just writing that she's an amazing ally and that we should keep track of her.
So you actually have like a form we have to fill out after, oh my gosh,
yes.
Fill out a form? Oh,
filling out forms, because this is important, because later those people who do this sort of thing every day will go back to certain offices and talk to people and make sure that things happen and that they get more information.
Way cool.
What else would you like to know?
I think that's it. Your experience sounds pretty positive, though.
I'm Lisa Doomer, and I'm from Occidental in Sonoma County, and I was part of the Transgender Advocacy Group the very first day we've had. And today we met...
Well, was this your first time doing it?
It's my first time advocating on behalf of the transgender community. I have been to the state capitol and testified before some committees before on various other issues, but never anything involving transgender or anything that impacted me so directly, so importantly.
Okay, so who'd you meet with?
Today we met with 3 people. We met with State Senator Patricia Wiggins with her office. I'm in her district. She covers northern Sonoma County. And then we also met with Wes Chesbro, and we actually met with Assemblyperson Chesbro. It was a wonderful meeting. He actually gave us more than 30 minutes to talk to us. Wow. Very engaging. And we also met with Allison Huber from the 10th District out in Lodi.
So did you meet with her or a staff?
No, we met with one of her staff first. Okay. But it was I would say all 3 meetings went very well. Both Patricia Wiggins' office and Wes Chesbro's office, Wes himself, are very, very supportive of the transgender community and want to do whatever they can for our community. And Allison Huber, I got the impression that while she was, her office was a little bit more tentative, that she also is willing to, is more than willing to support our needs. So I was very, very excited about everything and came away with a really good feeling about the people I met in the state, that we're going to have a really good, I think it's going to be really good. I think the transgender community is going to move forward tremendously.